In the high-stakes geopolitical chess game unfolding in the Middle East, Russia and Saudi Arabia have thrown down their diplomatic gauntlets, issuing a resounding warning for the United States: hands off in Israel. As the tension escalates, it's not just a clash of nations, it's a riveting spectacle of power dynamics, historical intricacies, and regional chess moves. If you're finding this exploration of geopolitical intricacies and global dynamics gripping, and if you want to stay informed on not just world affairs, but also dive into more insightful content, hit the subscribe button now. Your support fuels our commitment to delivering high-quality videos, dissecting not only international relations, but also keeping you updated on the latest from the car world. Subscribe and stay tuned for more enriching content. Let's embark on this journey together. In a distant corner of the world, Russia's interest in the Gaza conflict runs deep, intricately woven into its geopolitical strategy. The Middle East, a vital stage for global power dynamics, serves as a battleground where Russia seeks to uphold its influence. By aligning with the Palestinian cause, Russia strategically positions itself as a counterforce to the sway of the United States and its allies, notably Israel. This calculated move enables Russia to carve out a significant role in the intricate tapestry of Middle Eastern politics. Fast forward, and we find both Saudi Arabia and Russia voicing their concerns, issuing stark warnings to the United States over its steadfast support for Israel. This diplomatic clash now takes the spotlight, with the balance of power in the Middle East precariously hanging. Major players engage in a high-stakes game, maneuvering through the complex geopolitical dynamics of the region. As we peel back the layers of Saudi Arabia and Russia's calls for U.S. intervention to halt Israel's actions in Gaza, the implications become starkly apparent. The people of Gaza, ensnared in the crossfire for decades, are poised to bear the brunt of this diplomatic showdown. The intricate tapestry of historical context, geopolitical motivations, and regional repercussions forms a complex narrative that demands our attention and understanding. The warnings echoed by Saudi Arabia and Russia inject a fresh layer of complexity into the ongoing Gaza conflict. Navigating through the intricate web of history, geopolitics, and regional dynamics, the destiny of Gaza precariously hangs in the balance. The world watches intently as major powers stake their claims in this tumultuous arena, realizing that the outcome holds consequences that stretch far beyond the immediate confines of the conflict. Russia, with its intricate diplomatic ties to both Israel and various Palestinian factions, seeks to play a pivotal role in the Gaza conflict. By issuing warnings to the U.S. regarding Israel's actions in Gaza, Russia aims to bolster its position as a mediator in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This move is part of a broader strategy to counterbalance American influence in the Middle East, where Russia has been actively increasing its presence. The historical complexities of Russia's involvement, maintaining ties with both Israel and Palestinian factions, adds a layer of nuance to its position. As the United States, a long-standing ally of Israel, continues to provide substantial support, both diplomatic and militarily, Russia's warnings serve as a challenge to American dominance in the region. The U.S.'s consistent alignment with Israeli interests, as seen in actions like recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital and brokering agreements between Israel and Arab states, has fueled perception of bias. While officially supporting a two-state solution, U.S. policies have often been interpreted as favoring Israel. Against this backdrop, the warnings from Israel and Russia to the United States carry significant diplomatic weight. These warnings reflect a mounting frustration and concern about the ongoing instability in the region, challenging the U.S.'s role as the primary mediator in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. For Saudi Arabia, the motivation lies in asserting influence, protecting Palestinian rights, and maintaining leadership in the Arab world. Meanwhile, Russia aims to strengthen its foothold as a mediator and counterbalance in the ever-evolving geopolitics of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia perceives the steadfast support of the United States for Israel as a substantial obstacle to its pursuit of a two-state solution. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, expressing his apprehensions about the Gaza conflict, has urged the U.S. to exert pressure on Israel, calling for an end to its military operations in Gaza. Emphasizing the humanitarian crisis and the toll on civilians, the Crown Prince advocates for swift action. In tandem with diplomatic initiatives, Saudi Arabia has committed financial assistance to the Palestinians, providing humanitarian aid to alleviate the suffering in Gaza. On the other side of this geopolitical chessboard, Russia's cautionary message to the United States is intricately woven into its overarching strategy to expand influence in the Middle East and position itself as a pivotal player in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Moscow strategically places itself as a mediator capable of engaging with both Israeli and Palestinian leadership. Hosting numerous peace talks and negotiations in recent years, Russia, led by President Vladimir Putin, expresses profound concern over the escalating violence in Gaza. Putin calls on the US to leverage its influence to de-escalate the situation. However, Russia's warnings transcend a mere plea for peace. They're a calculated move to establish itself as an alternative mediator in the region. In doing so, Russia challenges the predominant role of the US in the pursuit of peaceful resolution to the Gaza conflict. As tensions persist, it becomes imperative to acknowledge the intricate nature of the situation on the ground. Addressing the grievances, historical narratives, and security concerns of both Israelis and Palestinians is essential for any meaningful negotiation process. The complex web of factors demands a nuanced and comprehensive approach to pave the way for lasting peace in the region. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza requires immediate attention, with the suffering of innocent civilians demanding an end. Building trust between the involved parties stands as a crucial challenge on the path to peace. Decades of conflict and animosity have eroded trust on both sides, making productive dialogue difficult. Implementing confidence-building measures such as halting settlement construction, easing restrictions on the movement of goods and people, and reducing violence can foster an atmosphere conducive to negotiation. Another pivotal aspect of the peace process is the role of the Palestinian leadership. Achieving Palestinian unity and a single, unified voice in negotiations are paramount for meaningful progress. The divisions between Fatah, controlling the West Bank, and Hamas, governing Gaza, have impeded efforts to present a united front in peace talks. Regional players like Saudi Arabia and Russia can contribute constructively to fostering Palestinian unity. The international community holds a vital role in advancing the peace process. The United Nations and other international organizations can provide diplomatic support, monitor ceasefire agreements, and coordinate humanitarian assistance. As the complex dynamics of the region continue to unfold, addressing these multifaceted challenges is crucial for laying the groundwork for a lasting and just resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In the pursuit of a just and lasting solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, diplomatic efforts should prioritize bringing all stakeholders to the negotiating table. Core issues such as borders, refugees, Jerusalem, and security must be addressed, guided by the principles of international law and the recognition of the right to self-determination for both Israelis and Palestinians. Given Jerusalem's profound religious significance, it should enjoy a special status respecting the rights and beliefs of all residents. The refugee issue, central and sensitive, requires a comprehensive solution considering the rights and needs of Palestinian refugees alongside the on-the-ground realities. Creative resolutions, including compensation, resettlement, and reconciliation, should be explored for a fair outcome. Balancing security concerns is crucial, acknowledging Israel's right to exist and ensure the safety of its citizens, while recognizing Palestinians' rights to live in dignity without the constant threat of violence. Robust security arrangements and international guarantees can play a pivotal role in addressing these concerns. This intricate and long-standing issue demands diplomatic efforts, regional cooperation, and international involvement to address geopolitical implications and the humanitarian crisis. While the road ahead is challenging, building trust, achieving Palestinian unity, and addressing core conflict issues are indispensable steps. The international community, including the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia, must collaborate to create conditions for meaningful negotiations that respect the rights and aspirations of all involved parties. Only through a just and lasting resolution can the people of Gaza and the broader Middle East move towards a more stable and peaceful future. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to stay updated on future discussions. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any insightful content. Thank you for joining us in the discussion.